is the big difference between Ivern and Lee Sin. There's the utility powerhouse of Ivern that is able to come out on top.
Hey everyone, Jat here. Across the world of League of Legends Pro Play, Ivern spiked in popularity in Week 3 of 2017. In the European LCS in particular, Ivern was the most picked jungler of the week and was banned in every other game where he wasn't picked. And across the LCS, LCK, and LPL, Ivern's also sporting a respectable 70% win rate. Thanks to his support tendencies and high utility, Ivern is simply unlike other junglers. This week, we'll be breaking down why Ivern's become such a high priority competitive pick and focusing on three main things he brings to the game: effortless buff handoffs to teammates thanks to Friend of the Forest, early access to big ticket support items to swing mid-game teamfights, and creative uses of his Brushmaker ability to deny enemy vision of crucial objectives. Let's get into it. Ivern solves a long-standing debate between mid laners and junglers. Who gets blue buff? You see, once Ivern is level 5, he leaves behind blue and red saplings after clearing those buff camps, which can only be picked up by teammates. This is even more important in pro play, due to the slim margins pros build advantages off of. In Game 2 between Misfits and Fnatic in Week 3 of the EU LCS, Kakao's Ivern manages to give Power of Evil's Corki double buffs at 8 minutes, which Power of Evil quickly turns into a kill onto his opponent mid laner Cass. No other jungler can give a mid laner double buffs this early without crippling their own effectiveness. In the teamfight phase, Ivern works best as a mid-line champion, operating behind the frontline tank while ideally staying in front of the backline damage dealers. With his high cooldown reduction builds and spammable spells, this allows Ivern to support whoever he needs to. And although Ivern's classified as a jungler, he largely operates as a high-income support. Other junglers need to build items that enhance their jungle clear, but Ivern's clear speed is unaffected by items. This offers Ivern early access to big-ticket support items like Redemption, since he can build those items first. The value of this was shown by the Unicorns of Love's jungler Xerxes in this Week 3 match against Splice. 22 minutes into Game 2, Unicorns looked to find a pick on Mickey X's Zyra in Splice's jungle. However, thanks to a great Lee Sin kick by Trashy and a teleport in from Wonder's Maokai, Exile's Rise finds himself caught out alone. As you can see looking at their builds, neither team's support is close to completing their second major item. But thanks to the higher income he's earning in the jungle compared to a support, Xerxes already completed 2 major support items in Redemption and Athene's Unholy Grail. With the enhanced healing granted by Xerxes' items and his Windspeaker's Blessing Mastery, the Redemption he casts on Exile heals him for 476 health. Then thanks to the Shen ultimate from Vizicsacsi and the extra shielding from Ivern's Trigger Seed, Exile survives the fight. Later in the engagement, Vizicsacsi lands a nice taunt on his Senkooks, and Xerxes easily follows up with a Root Collar, keeping him locked down and allowing UOL to finish the kill. When all is done, ULL walks away with a 4-for-2 edge in the fight, in large part thanks to the shielding and healing from Xerxes' Ivern. Now onto one of Ivern's greatest strengths in pro play, his Brushmaker ability. Brushmaker excels for objective control, and if Ivern uses Brushmaker to place Brush on top of Baron or Dragon, wards placed inside the pit will not see the objective. Only when the enemy team is inside the brush or places a ward inside the brush will they gain vision. At several points during the Misfits series against Fnatic, Kakao's Ivern would litter the Baron pit with Brushmakers and force Fnatic into suboptimal plays. This is incredibly potent for securing objectives, as well as for forcing a frantic response from the opponent as they try desperately to gain vision. Surprisingly, Brushmaker is also often used as a scouting tool. Since it grants 3 seconds of vision when placed, pros have actually been using Brushmaker inside existing brush in order to scout from a safe distance. All of this combined makes Ivern an incredibly appealing competitive pick. It's worth noting though that Ivern's not without his weaknesses. His high utility and early access to support items come at the cost of damage. Ivern deals laughably low damage when compared to other meta junglers like Kha'Zix, Rengar, or Graves. Nonetheless, if pro teams continue to work around Ivern's strengths and pair him with high damage teammates, there are plenty of reasons to fit him into a team composition.